Set up an Autoclicker. Seriously, this not only will help you with not getting a CTS, but also will speed up pebble collection in Sieving by a lot. Just set the rate to 20 clicks a second. For pebbles, you can open 2 instances of an Autoclicker. Sieving with energy is pretty costly, especially if you want to do so on a larger scale. The answer is setting up a click machine for sieving. It does not require any energy and works really fast. And if you choose to sieve without energy, don't forget to enchant your meshes. Efficiency will decrease process time and fortune will yield you more drops. If you want cheap and efficient item and fluid pipes, consider trying integrated dynamics. The main resource is obtained from mineral trees, and here you can shift spam them to grow instantly. Though, if you want to scale, you'll have to use upgraded machines, they use energy. Iron furnaces provide decent early game power with generator and fuel efficiency augments. Each piece of coal will produce 64,000 Fe. The main difference between furnaces is speed and buffer, not the amount. Then I recommend opting either for power, because its basic resources are pretty abundant in this modpack, or for biogenerators from mechanism. In case you didn't know, you can use redstone in mechanism machines to get initial burst of energy. Some machines can process compacted versions of resources. For example, you can put compressed blocks into crusher, enrichment chamber, or energizing orb to get compressed power resources. Some specific resources can be easily obtained via alchemistry. For example, you can make a honeycomb from dissolving boss cactus and its product sucrose. Put elements in a locked combiner to get triglyceride, then put it with sucrose to get a honeycomb. Ice and snowballs can be easily made that way too. Check the recipes for your needs. And since we started talking about resources, here are some more tips. For some resources, like Endstone and Prosperity Shards, the easiest way to obtain is just to visit the end. Don't forget to place the waystone. For some items, the easiest way to get them is to use Project E Energy Condenser. You can use and get everything that has EMC value, among them clay, stone types like andesite, any logs or planks, any vanilla mob drops, many building blocks, including glass. Good way to finally obtain enough building blocks. Make Covalent's amulet as soon as possible. It's cheap and very efficient. It will repair your hammer and many other tools, except ore hammers, and I really liked this one on my first playthrough. Skyblock is a type of modpack where you have to build a lot, so get yourself some devices like building wet or building gadget. The first one will also be repaired with the amulet. You can also use building vent for faster hammering like this. To manually farm basic botany resources, the fastest option is to use an exchanging gadget. Place initial set, wait for purification, and just replace the result with another set. There is another way of getting villagers, besides making a villager island, Cocoon of Caprice. Place cocoon, feed it 20 emeralds, and it will hatch into a baby villager. Same way you can summon shulkers, you'll only need to feed chorus fruits instead. The only downside is that you'll need to open an elven gate first to get pixie dust. To speed up the process, I use time in a bottle, and in this modpack it's relatively cheap. Maybe it's even the best use for your first netherite ingots. And for netherite ingots, the best way to process ancient debris is via crusher and enrichment chamber. You can farm source gems in just 3 blocks, and this can be sped up with time in a bottle. The easiest way to produce source early on is to use a volcanic source link. It can consume lava in a bucket if you place it on a pedestal. And lava is pretty easy to get, since we have porcelain crucibles. Here's how you can make a simple lava farm. Porcelain buckets may seem cheap and they are okay when transferring liquids between tanks, but they are spent if you place liquid in the vault, so be careful with them. To farm dirt early on, you can compost stuff in a wooden barrel, and bamboo works especially good for that, because you can shift spam its growth. The easiest way to craft ores from ore chunks is to use compacting upgrade from sophisticated storage. It's really an awesome mod, especially for the early game. If you need Silk Touch early on, you can make a Silent Gear pickaxe with a brass head. To get the enchantment on your tool, use a fallen anvil with a book to separate the enchantment from the tool. Don't forget that all of this must be smashed against an obsidian block. If you are planning a long playthrough, I suggest not relying on sieving as your primary method for gathering materials. There are much more efficient ways to farm most essential resources, since mystical agriculture is absolutely busted in this mod pack. Because of the click machines and watering cans. Subscribe and you'll learn even more efficient ones. See ya!